Hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay back at it again. 1 week after the bye week, it is week 9 in the NFL, and we got a Thursday night battle between the 5-2 Minnesota Vikings, your Minnesota Vikings rather, and the 6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers from Raymond James Stadium. Minnesota has a 2-game lead in the division, maybe 2.5 depending on the tiebreakers, depending on what the Packers and Bears do here this week. It is Thursday night football. Next week, the Minnesota Vikings will travel to Detroit to play the Motor City Kitties in the litter box that is Ford Field, and then we get Fan Appreciation Week, Week 11 against the Broncos at home. So, very, very important games coming down the stretch here. The bye week marks the trade deadline, and Minnesota was very, very busy in the trades as well. So we're going to get into everything Minnesota Vikings trades week number 8. So here we go. The Cowboys have signed Jalen Naylor to the practice squad, or signed from the Vikings practice squad. So Jalen Naylor is no longer a Minnesota Viking. He will now be a Dallas Cowboy. So, wow, way to go, Cowboys. We have re-signed Jordan Hicks to a 1-year, $4 million contract. He will be now signed through 2025. Ezra Cleveland was re-signed, but that's not why we're here. We're just going through some big re-signings on our way down. Jeff Okudah re-signs with the Patriots. There was a lot of action this week and last week, so it will take a little bit. So while we do this, we'll filibuster with some more Vikings news. Brian O'Neill is back from injury. Just missed the trade deadline. The team is interested in trading him maybe on draft night to add to the picks that were, oh boy, amassed here, and we're going to get into everything. So the Texans trade round number 1, 31 overall, to the Vikings for second and third, 93-38 overall. So Minnesota now has a first-round pick, 31st overall, after they trade their second and third rounds to the Texans. So there you go. The Texans still do have 2 first-round selections. Minnesota just taking the end of that one. So Lovie Smith being a little gracious in tis the season nearing Christmas, of course. He does look like Santa Claus, so here we go. The Falcons have traded Michael Walker to the Broncos for Jonathan Ford in a 7th round. And then the Broncos trade a first round, 28 overall, to the Vikings for a 4th round and Dalvin Tomlinson. So Dalvin Tomlinson is no longer a Minnesota Viking after week 8. We give up our 4th round, 99 overall, for number 28 overall. So now Minnesota Vikings have 28 and 30. But that's not all. Minnesota was not done yet. We continue. Minnesota Vikings trade TJ Hawkinson for a round 1, which we eventually traded to the Texans, number 30 overall, and a number 9 overall for Colin Johnson. So TJ Hawkinson goes back to the Lions for Colin Johnson, who we traded for. So it's kind of a revert, and Minnesota gets their first round pick back. And a number 9 overall. So Minnesota has 1 top 10 pick, 3 overall now, number 9, number 30, and number 31, depending on what the Texans do. If they keep winning, you got to believe they're going to be back-to-back picks. So we are cheering for the Texans here in Vikings country. Matt Hennessy re-signed. Falcons traded Zacchaeus for Ulofoshio. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Then they trade a 7th rounder, Marcus French, to the Jets. The Minnesota Vikings were not done. So they trade a 3rd round, 2 thirds, 93 and 96 to move up 87 Wait. Okay, sorry. We give up a third and a fourth, 87 and 124 for the Chargers, 93 and 96 overall pick. The Vikings trade Storm Duck, a third and a fourth for 2 3s. So Storm Duck, who really came over by way of trade early on in the season, made a couple fumbles, but he hasn't been doing much since, and he's now a Charger. So they will release Michael Pilardi for Storm Duck to come on in. And then the Bills made a trade. It's up on the screen. 4 and a second for a third and a third, and Ed Oliver. So there you go. DJ Reader, Will Fuller, Jadeveon Clowney, of course, all now to the Bears. Thank you for that, Bills. I think we kind of went over these in the bye-week extravaganza, so that's all that has happened since the last time we spoke to you guys. CeeDee Lamb goes over to the Bills as well. So now, as it sits, as we look at the roster, we'll look at the injury report first. Minnesota is injury-free, and the Buccaneers are as well. So both teams at full strength for this tilt on Thursday night. And then if we go to the draft picks, if we could, please, we will see what Minnesota's working with at the end of the season. Minnesota, 4 first-round selections. They now have 10 because Detroit won. Would be 9. They have 29, 31, and 32. So 10, 29, 31, and 32. Depending on what Cleveland and Denver does, I mean, they can have 3 back-to-back-to-back picks at the end of the first round. That's not bad. And then 89 and 95, depending on what Atlanta does. They're hot and they're cold as of late, winning one and losing one. And then, of course, no picks for next season. So they have to hit on these 4. The areas of need, as far as Randy Replay is concerned, strong safety should be your first. As we take a look at the roster here real quick before kickoff, teams are getting ready to take the field. You're going to have a 35-year-old Harrison Smith. He's going to regress, and it's not going to be pretty. So strong safety should be the first area. You do need a middle linebacker, as Eric Kendricks is going to be 32. Jordan Hicks is going to be 32. And then maybe you could argue that wide receiver is actually more important because Adam Thielen is going to be 34 years old. He has shown regression over the last season. So, yeah, I mean, a wide receiver would be good to match with JJ. I mean, he doesn't have to be big or anything. He just needs to have really good catching because we're going to miss Adam Thielen when he is gone. QB, obviously, you got the rookie. Running backs, Dalvin Cook is still cooking here at 28 years old. CJ Ham, you might want to think about that in the next couple seasons. And then, of course, the last areas of need, Joey Sly has declined all offers, so he will be a free agent. And Hunter Nicewander is waiting to be re-signed here after this season. And then, of course, the last area of need, Danielle Hunter has declined all offers from the team. He will be 29 next season, and he will be a free agent. You might be able to get him back or franchise tag him before the end of the season, but you have to really, really think about it, as his cap hit next season will be. If you franchise tag him, it'll be $18 million. I mean, you've offered him $55 million over 5 years, and he has declined it. So it is what it is. JJ was re-signed. Tight end, you got a young tight end room. Nobody's really sticking out. Sam Laporta will get his first start as a rookie today. There's another storyline for you. Then, of course, Colin Johnson, a guy that the team has really liked. He's a scheme fit. Sam Laporta, his time is now. Across the offensive line, the oldest guy on the offensive line, Brian O'Neill, a trade target because Robert Scott Jr. is actually playing very, very well this season. So you got some things to talk about, but we are just about halfway through this season, and we need to get this game out of the way. So we will do that real quick. Both teams getting ready to take the field. Thursday Night Football from Raymond James Stadium. It's the Vikes and the Bucs. Coming up. And hello and welcome everybody. Skulls, bones, and flags a-waving. Cannons ready to fire, but not before JJ gets welcomed in. 12 touchdowns on the season, of course. You got two rookie quarterbacks, Will Levis and Anthony Richardson, going at it. So this will be a great game here tonight. Thursday night primetime, the color rush jerseys are on for both teams. Minnesota being welcomed onto the field as we speak. A different team. Had a couple guys, one on offense, one on defense. TJ Hawkinson and Dalvin Tomlinson exit. So here's Will Levis moments ago. And we are ready to go as players getting ready down on the field for the Bucs. 13 sacks on the season, 4 picks. Looking to improve on that as the defense is looking mighty sharp out there. And Sam Laporta, there he is, getting his first rookie start. And Minnesota Vikings just shot, actually just at 9 yards per attempt through the air. And all credit to that man, JJ, Justin Jeff. That's why you go get yourself a J. Jeff. Anthony Richardson getting hyped up. Will Levis leading his team. Both teams are on the field. We are ready for kickoff. And a guy that might not be on this roster next season, Joey Sly, ready to boot this thing into the Florida night sky. Hey, that rhymed. So left hand in the air, Joey Sly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom! Kicks it away. And it will be, no surprise, a touchback. So out comes Will Levis. Having a great season in terms of being a rookie, I should say. 2,343 yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 picks. Pretty good completion percentage, going 209 for 319. You saw it there. So here we are, Thursday night, the start of week number 9. Minnesota Vikings fan line will not be available. It is up. Feel free to chime in on everything Minnesota Vikings football as we get this started with a drop from Goodwin, or Godwin, however you want to say it. I do believe it's Godwin. A rare drop, and we'll see what we want to do here. Minnesota. Rushing 4. Throws left side. Caught. Will Levis goes to Mike Evans, and we don't have speed enough for that. My goodness. What a throw. Even threw it before he made his break, trusting that his wide receiver would be there. My goodness. So Fournette behind Levis, under center, of course. Tom Brady is gone. There's a missed tackle by Jordan Hicks. Fournette will get 10, and not going to give him the first down, though. So we'll see what the Vikings want to do. Shotgun for Levis. Gets the snap. Throws across the middle. Big hit put on by Josh Metellus. He will hold on. Is Mike Evans. His second catch of the game for 22 yards. So Levis from the shotgun. Fournette. I almost said Fortnite to his left. Short throw caught. Lewis Seen and Eric Kendricks will team up. Jordan, Eli Ricks is there, the rookie, as well. So no Troy Dye out yet. Dalvin Tomlinson is gone. It is Jaquelin Roy in the middle. There's Jordan Hicks making a chop tackle on Leonard Fournette. So they believe that Jaquelin Roy could carry them to the promised land as far as defensive tackle goes. We'll see if they're correct. Minnesota out in their 4-3 defense for the first time tonight. Playing the run, and it is a perfect play as Daniil Hunter gets a loss of 1. Or a tackle for a loss of 1. However you want to say it. Either way is right. Levis, shotgun, gets the snap. Play action. He's going to run with it. And Jordan Hicks will hit him as he goes to the ground. No flag. So here we go. The first third down for the Bucs here tonight. Minnesota will play off defense. Kendricks fakes the blitz. He's flushed. Hicks will miss the tackle, and Levis will get the first down with his legs. Tackled by Seen. So Levis with the legs. My goodness, how do you let that happen? Let's go back. Oh, Jordan Hicks just missed the tackle. He had a blocker in front. Did Levis, and my goodness. That's going to hurt. It's going to hurt in the morning. Levis under center. He'll turn. He'll give it to Fournette. Angles to the right side. Big hit put on by Jaquelin Roy. 2nd and 5 now. Now for Minnesota, what do you want to address in the draft? You do need a shutdown corner. Not a lot of young guys here. You need that one guy. And broken up by Hicks as he goes to the tight end. Dutton off to the right side. Don't know too much about Dutton. He might be a rookie. Dutton, however you want to say it. Minnesota showing blitz. They got 2 linebackers in the A gap. Levis out of the shotgun, 3rd and 5. Daniil Hunter will drop back into coverage. Levis throws left side over, throwing Mike Evans in the end zone. And that will force a field goal attempt. The kicker out. Snap. Spot. Kick. It is all good right down the middle. Tampa Bay leads 3-0. And this is a big game for Minnesota. As you see, not a lot of Vikings fans traveled with the team. And we'll see how that affects this one. There's the kickoff by Gano. Wong-Woo takes it from the goal line. He does have 1 return for a touchdown this season in the Charger game. That was a very good one. I suggest you all go watch that one back. And out comes Anthony Richardson. Having a season, albeit a lot of picks, but he is a rookie. 2,652 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 20 interceptions. Already passing Kirk Cousins' numbers for touchdowns last season. And we'll see what the Vikings want to do here today. And how they're going to attack this rather good defense of Miami. Well, not Miami, the Tampa Bay. Either way. And they start with a screen. It's not going to go anywhere. Richardson throw right side, incomplete. So the play action screen not going. Richardson under center. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left. And Dalvin Cook just got swallowed up right away. 3rd and 15 now. Not a lot of plays in the playbook designed to get you this amount of yardage. Here we go. Richardson under center. Gets the snap. Throwing. Incomplete. No flag. Tyler Johnson wants a flag. He came back for the ball. No flag. We'll take another look. No, we won't. Nice wander into punt. So very, very good defense here today. This is going to be a big test for the rookie, as well as the other members of this offense. Big hit put on by Andrew Booth. He's not going to dislodge the ball. And the Junior brothers, Joey Porter and Andrew Booth Jr. all ganging up on that special teams. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4. So Minnesota needs this. They drop Daniil Hunter in coverage across the middle. Vikings play press to the outside. It is a lob throw. Tipped away. Cam Dantzler had his hands on it. Mike Evans had to play defense. So here we go. Booth Jr. The gunner off to the right side. The snap, the spot, the kick is away. It sneaks in through the middle just barely. So 6-0. And Graham Gano will kick them to a 6-0 lead. Talking to the offensive line is Richardson. Gets the snap. Throws. Caught Sam Laporta. There is a flag. They're going to get the call. And it's roughing the passer on the defense. So that one goes against Shaquille Barrett. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for Minnesota.
Automatic first down.
Automatic first down for the Vikings. Richardson under center. Gets the snap. Quick throw, left side, caught JJ angles. He spins. Get away from Vita Vea. He will not be able to. It'll be a 1st down either way. They're going to go no huddle. Either way, they're going no huddle. Richardson talking to the offensive line. Gets the snap. Leaves the pocket. He's going to get it. We'll try and get in with his legs. Gets 7 on the play. So a little excitement here at the end of the second drive. So Richardson directing traffic, gets the snap, throws, caught Sam Laporta. Wow, another touchdown catch in his first start as a rookie, his second of the season. And oh wow, that was a very, very bad pass. Sam Laporta had to change direction, and there's the defense reacting. Going over a couple things on the sidelines in Minnesota. Joey Sly to kick him to a 1-point lead. 1-point lead. Sorry, my goodness. Snap spot kick. Angles to the left, but it's good. So, 6 plays, 66 yards. Oh my goodness. And, sorry, what the hell was that? Under center. Harrison Smith. Angling towards... Oh, he got blocked. Harrison Smith got blocked, and Fournette is off to the races. Dantzler, the only guy that's able to get him, and that will be a touchdown. So he's manning up like he's in Fortnite, and when that happens, when you bring the safety down, you have no help on the back end. And when you bring the safety down, not only that, but you blitz him, you have zero help. You have to get there. Harrison Smith caught a block, and there goes Fournette. Then he meds up like he's in Fortnite. So, my heavens. Just to make it 13-7. We need a block. Graham Gano, the snap, the spot, the kick. It's all good. So 13-7. There you have it. Adam Thielen holding on through the big hit. One of the best in the league in traffic. Richardson under center gets the snap. It's a short throw. Caught JJ. There is a flag. We're going to check the flag here. I think this one's coming back.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
And it's roughing the passer again. It's Vita Vea. So Vita Vea gets called.
Automatic first down.
The shotgun. Gets the snap. Throws. And it'll be caught. It's Johnson. So Tyler Johnson, I do believe that was JJ first. He'll get 14. And Tyler Johnson's really coming on here later on as this season goes. So good stuff. I have nightmares of roughing the passer. Oh boy. Richardson is going to give to Cook. Dalvin Cook will carry a defender up 6 yards. 6 yards for Dalvin Cook. So Richardson, empty setback, gets the snap. Short little pump fake. Throws middle for Tyler Johnson, and he gets a touchdown. Tyler Johnson, the pump fake and the double move put together. And Tyler Johnson will, I do believe, catch his third of the season. So watch the pump fake. Pump fake, you didn't see it, but the double move, Johnson inside of the defender, you have to go for it. So Minnesota will answer back. And my goodness, here we go. Joey Sly. And again, it angles to the left, but he puts it through. 14-13. Brings. And he throws it. It's picked. Oh, he just couldn't get it over the defender. He just couldn't get it over the defender. He had an open Sam Laporta. Oh, man. Just needed to put a little bit more on it. Oh, he was wide open. Oh, so the first mistake today by Richardson. Just needed to put a little bit more height. Levis, short throw across the middle. And how did he catch that? Kendricks was all over the receiver. My goodness. That is Darden's first catch for 2. I believe he is a rookie. Minnesota plays press across the board. Levis under center. Gets the snap. And Danielle Hunter will bring him down. He may be a free agent, but he's playing like he's going to be on this team for years. And my goodness, just ran down Will Levis. Or is it Levi's? I don't even know. I say Levis. So how do you replace Danielle Hunter? I don't think you could do it with a rookie. I really don't. Levis changes the play. Minnesota We'll move a couple defensive players around. Levis from the gun. Gets the snap. Throws. Caught. Batted away. Dantzler will throw down the receiver and stand over Mike Evans. My goodness. So Dantzler playing good defense here today. Take another look at it. Okay, maybe we won't. Graham Gano comes out, making a 2-point game. 47-yarder, the snap. Spot the kick. It's good. Wow. So it is good. Graham Gano almost ran into by Harrison Smith. Gotta watch out for that. Gotta watch out for that, please. Ooh, 3rd and 10 now. Richardson, shotgun, gets the snap. Got a man, he thinks. Incomplete. No flag. We're going to go back. No flag for pass interference. Had him one-on-one, 50-50 ball. Actually hit him in the helmet. I don't know. He might have had that left arm. Nope, it was clean. That's just good defense, batting the ball away out of JJ's hands. So there you go. You go to your playmaker, 3rd down. It doesn't happen. That's how it goes sometimes here in the NFL. Punt. And it goes into the end zone. And now we'll see what they want to do with 3rd and goal. 4-3 defense. Brought out by Minnesota. Kendricks motioning towards the bunch formation. Levis throws. Caught. That is Darden. Darden with the touchdown. And I don't know what, maybe he got shoved. Did, Junior. Oh no, that's Murphy. Oh no, that is my goodness. It's Andrew Booth Jr., sorry. Maybe he got shoved, who knows. Either way, this to make it a 23-14 game, it's good. My apologies. 2nd and 5. Richardson from the gun. Gets the snap. It is a pick play. Justin Jefferson left side. There's another flag. And it's roughing the passer again. Who is it on this time? It's on Colby Wooden, the rookie. So the rookie will cause his team to lose 15 yards. And it's another penalty. How many times have we seen that? 5 now? There's Dalvin Cook with a run. They're going to go no huddle. They have all the time in the world. 7:21 left to go. Now they're going to slow this thing down. Richardson, well, not really. We'll get the snap. He'll give it off to Cook. Cook will run for about 2 yards. Kick a field goal. Let's make it 23-17. So many flags. Snap, spot, kick is away. It is good. My heavens. So that is something to look at here. We haven't really looked at the SSN instant replay on these to see the legitimacy, but if you get called 5 times roughing the passer, and I do believe that's 2 of them on Wooden, we'll probably look at the next one if it's called again. Because this officiating crew is all about protecting the quarterbacks. Minnesota doesn't have one yet. Something to keep an eye on, a storyline for this game, my goodness. So 23-17, Minnesota will get the ball back at the other side of the break. 6:40 left to go from the 25. Levis, shotgun, Minnesota brings pressure, throws, and it is Mike Evans. He got away from Murphy Bunting down the right side. 10, 5, touchdown, Mike Evans, my heavens, come on. They oversold on the blitz. And Murphy Bunting didn't have a chance against the much taller Mike Evans. My goodness. So this to make it 30-17. Snap, spot, kick. It's good. So Richardson. Dalvin looking on. especially when these cannons go off. And we'll see what he wants to do. 3rd and 7. Richardson gets the snap. Leaves the safety of the pocket. He's going to go for it with his legs. He gets it and gets out of bounds. Second rush for 19 yards for Richardson today, and that is the dual threat. He doesn't always do it, but when he gets out of there, Sam Laporta should have really thrown that first block, but we'll give the rookie a break, and that will silence the crowd. No Pirates booty to be had here. Dalvin Cook, the single back, and he'll be turned nothing into something. This gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Richardson from the gun yet again. Gets the snap. Throws middle. Caught Tyler Johnson. He came back for it, and my goodness, Tyler Johnson deep down the middle of the field. He's one of the best on this team across the middle. I mean, you got the flats for Thielen, those little out routes. You got the deeps for JJ, and Tyler Johnson has just been killing it across the middle. So here we go. Tyler Johnson lining up right. Oh, no. Not Dalvin, but Thielen had to turn into a defender. That was a bad throw. Saw it the whole way. 2nd and 10 now. 3:53 left to go. This one a run to Dalvin. Trying to gain the edge. He will do so. Get the first down, and I do believe he'll be helped out of bounds at the 11. My goodness, Dalvin's change of direction right here. Bam. Pops it back. Bam. Hash marks. Good run, Dalvin. So here we go. Does not stop the clock. Richardson from the gun. Talking to the offensive line. Gets the snap. Gives to Dalvin. Vita Vea read it the whole way. And that's why you go get yourself a V Vea. He is so good. Of course, helped out Tampa Bay many a times. So, see what Richardson wants to do out of the shotgun. Snap corralled. Short throw. Sam Laporta, he's just trying to get something here. And here we go. Throws. Caught Dalvin Cook in the end zone. Oh my goodness. So Dalvin Cook turns into a wide receiver on the seam route. And this time he throws it over the defender. Something he couldn't do on the Laporta throw. And he threads the needle, as it were. Kevin O'Connell likes what he sees, and he's going to keep the offense out there. They're going to go for 2. So kind of a spotty play here. Kind of a big decision. In there for the 2-point conversion. Richardson under center. Gets the snap. Short throw, picked off. Oh boy. So Vita Vea is down. And that... Oh, is he okay though? Just went down to a knee, got right back up, seems to be okay. Over the bye week, Richardson and Laporta spent a lot of time together. He's like, you guys, as soon as they figured out that TJ Hawkinson was leaving, Richardson called Laporta and said, you're going to be the guy now. We should probably get together. Because Laporta only had 1 catch on the season for a touchdown. And so they really got some chemistry going. And here's a run by Fournette. Big run by Fournette. Right side up to the 37. So yeah, that's just the chemistry coming out. He trusts Laporta, but he just made a bad throw. So Levis under center gets the snap. Short throw picked off. Cam Dantzler. Cam Dantzler on Mike Evans. He finally gets it. He's been close a couple times here today playing tight coverage, and now he does the Princess Pretty wave, and Levis makes his first mistake of the game. Dantzler. One-handed. Oh my heavens. Just put his hand out there. Check that guy's glove. Dalvin Cook, 15 carries, 62 yards. No touchdowns to speak of yet. Richardson empty setback. Gets the snap. Looks over his options. He's got a man left side. Caught Thielen. There's another flag. Again they call it. It's on Timmy Horn. And we're going to go back because the defense is flabbergasted. We're going to go back and we're going to see. So the SSN replay drone in full effect. There goes the ball. Oh, yeah. What? He breathed on him. He put a hand on his hip. He put a hand on his hip. And that drew the flag. He put his hand on his hip. Oh my goodness. A hand on the hip will draw the flag. Now look at Richardson. When he sees the flag, he looks around. And he takes a knee. Oh my goodness. So, is it a flop job by Richardson? Excuse me, Richardson? Oh my goodness. Either way, there's the spooky, scary front of the ship. It's going to haunt my dreams forever. Can we get out? Can we get out? Thank you. My goodness. Randy Replay's a little scared there. So first and goal from the 7, and what dictates roughing the passer now? Richardson trying to get him to jump off sides. Snap spot, Dalvin down to the 6. Big nightmares coming across. My goodness. Huge nightmares. That's nightmare fuel, as it were. So here we go. Richardson from the shotgun gets the snap. Hell! It hit! Okay, so what happened here? Let's go back real quick before the snap. Okay, so there was a jambalaya of bodies. He was probably going for Cook, but hits Brian O'Neill in the face. Hits Brian O'Neill in the face. He had to get rid of it. Oh my God, I hope Brian O'Neill, who just came back from injury, is okay. Are you okay down there, Brian? My goodness. Here we go. From the 6, Richardson, here we go. Gets the snap. My goodness, I cannot keep my composure. Throws. Picked. Jones will get his first. I do believe that's Deion Jones, if I'm not mistaken. And Richardson makes his 3rd mistake of the day. Trying to get it over a defender. Don't know what he saw. Bad throw, and Levis will take over. Gets the snap. Throws left. Incomplete. There is a flag. Roughing the passer on the Vikings now. The first time we are called. Za'Darius. He owns up to it. Let's go back. Got tangled up. I mean, he ran into him. Okay. Red zone turnover. You hate to see it, especially when you could go up. With the 2-point conversion, of course. You hate to see it, especially against a team that's battling for first place in the NFC. And another flag. Let's get the call. And roughing the passer on the defense, Daniil Hunter this time. Again, Randy Replay drone will be in effect. I mean, he went down. Okay, that one's legitimate. Daniil Hunter, the ball's out, and he still made the tackle. Yeah, okay. Yep, that one's legit. The other one, a little iffy. Minnesota changing up, playing press coverage. They'll back off. And they'll come back down. So Minnesota moving around. Big throw, out of reach, no flag. And that will force a punt. So really, really lucky there. The pressure getting back there, forcing the bad throw. It is a fake. It's a fake, and it's picked off. Tanner Muse. Tanner Muse, first NFL interception. A guy that he's got great speed. He didn't really need it there, but Tanner Muse with what the kids would say a user. He looked like a wide receiver, a tight end out there, back shoulder catch. My goodness. Now in the lone setback. It's the snap. Wide open JJ across the middle. They'll call a timeout. So timeout. 41 seconds left. Minnesota trying to do something. Got to do something here. Just get into field goal range. The pressure. Go what? Wowzers! They call a timeout. My goodness, what a catch. Catch of the year candidate, question mark. We're going to go back because they will not show us that good of a play by the Vikings on the broadcast, so we get the SSN replay drone. Under pressure, makes the throw, wobbly ball. One-hander. Contorting and twisting his body is Thielen, and my goodness. Oh, we're going to put this in Matrix mode. Right there, what a play. Adam Thielen. Or as people that aren't from Minnesota call him, Adam Thielen. So here we go. Either way, it spells out greatness. Leaves the pocket. Throw. Adam Thielen again. Out of bounds tackle. No flag. So they seem to be a little bit lax with some calls. They seem to be really happy with others. And no flag there. So here we go. Justin Jefferson, man in motion, left to right across the dial. All the way left. Or right. My goodness. Here we go. Another man. It's wide open. Thielen. Thielen stays in bounds. He gets pushed out. This should stop the clock. Do believe it will. So 14 yards, and now you got a couple chances. Got a couple shots. Richardson, weird snap corralled. Throw. Flag. Caught Laporta. Sam Laporta gets tripped up. We're going to check the penalty. This one could be coming back. Oh, it is holding on the offense. Christian Darrisaw. No. Let's go back. Let's take a look at this Sam Laporta throw and catch. Comes back for it. Transition, and he just gets tripped up. Doesn't matter. It's wiped from our memory banks. As we now have 18 seconds. 1st and 20. So we need something. I mean, you got Joey Sly, but into the win this season, he is inconsistent. Richardson will try and run it. Not going to work. The play broke down last time out called by Kevin O'Connell. And you just have an out route. Maybe to the sideline. 2nd and 21. I mean, from this distance, it will be a 61. Joey Sly's career long. So it will be a Joey Sly career long from this distance. They're going to call one final play. Got to get something to the outside if it's not there. Throw it away. And there is a penalty. This stops the clock, pending any weirdness. And it's roughing the passer again. This time Wooden with his third. He's going to get ejected if he's not careful. And this will make a 37-yard chip shot for Joey Sly. This to make it 26-30. Minnesota gets the ball back. Joey Sly. Please make it. Snap spot. Kick is away. It angles a little bit right, but it's good. So the roughing the passer calls, we didn't go back on that one, but from my vantage point, I didn't see anything. So 4 seconds on the clock. Joey Sly. Left arm in the sky. And boom. A guy that will not be on this team next season. Joey Sly. Another touchback. So 4 seconds left. And they're just going to take a knee. So here we go. We got a game. 4 points down at the half. Really? They're going to make us call another. Did they call a timeout? They called a timeout. My goodness. And there you go. And awkward, but there you have it. So Minnesota only down 4 at the half. There are the first half stats. 3 first-half interceptions for Anthony Richardson. Around the league, here are the games that will happen next on Sunday. Got the Bills hosting the Cowboys. Lions and Chiefs. Falcons are going to the Panthers. And then, of course, the rest of the NFC North on a bye. Interesting. Hello and welcome back into the booth. We got weird coaching. The timeout and the kneel there at the end. That is kind of interesting. I mean, you're up at home, but you kind of want to pour it on here if you're the Oh. So one of the picks didn't count. Maybe it was on the 2-point conversion. Maybe they don't count. That's kind of weird, but we'll take it. The timeout at the end and then the kneel down. So you go from aggressive to just totally passive, like giving up. It is a thing. We'll take it. A lot of penalties here. We're going to get into all that here in a little bit. But Anthony Richardson, 86.4 QB rating. He was 26 of 40 already, on pace for 80 throws in this game. My goodness. 65% completion percentage, 253 and 2. Of course, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Dalvin Cook, 16 carries, just 63 yards with 1 broken tackle. Anthony Richardson, 2 for 19. Adam Thielen, 9 for 75. So if you have him in your fantasy football league, as one of the members of the Minnesota Vikings fan line says, having a good stat line here today. JJ, 6 for 75. TJ, 5 for 72 with a touchdown. And Sam Laporta, 3 catches, 14 yards, and a touch. Nobody cares about blocking, defense, total tackles, and it's Dantzler and Scene with 7. We got 1 sack by Danielle Hunter, who will not be on this team next season. Tanner Muse gets a pick, his first in the NFL, as far as we know. And Cameron Dantzler gets a pick as well, going for that top spot in the NFL, just behind Tre'Davious White and Trayvon Diggs. Pass deflections, we have 2. Cam Dantzler, Eli Ricks. Forced fumbles, we have 0. No blocks, no safeties, no touchdowns for your Minnesota Vikings defense here today. Joey Sly, of course, we made that, well, the Bucs did, made that field goal a little bit easier. Would have been a 61-yarder. They bring it down to a 37. And he's 2 for 2. Longest of 40 now. And then 2 for 2 on extra points, so a good day for him after having an up-and-down season. Hunter Nicewander, 2 punts, 102, netting 81 here in the first half. If we take a look at the game stats, when we take a look at penalties all the way down at the bottom, 5 penalties, all roughing the passer, 67 yards. Minnesota has 3. 2 of them are roughing the passer. 1 of them was holding for 40. So the flags are out. The laundry is dirty. It's out often. And what is happening in this one? Who knows? But Minnesota in the second half, just keep doing what you're doing. I don't want to see Richardson throw it more than 55 times this game, so maybe lean on Dalvin. I do understand you're down just by 4, but there's a lot to be said there. Tyler Johnson having a heck of a day, and Sam Laporta getting in the end zone. I do want to see a gritty, as JJ has at least 1 touchdown in every game this season. Got to keep that streak going. Minnesota Vikings second half football. Next. Oh, here we go. Richardson will get the snap. Throws. And it's intercepted. Oh boy, there's his 3rd going for JJ. And, oh boy, he now has 3 on the day. Get a stop here. Have to. Harrison Smith will come down. Throw! Tipped! Incomplete, no flags. Intended. And they're not going to call it on the stadium. And there's Fournette touchdown. Yeah, that was just a bad drive for Randy. thrown off by whoever number 1 is. I do believe it's Denard, but I probably am wrong, and Fournette will putt for a touchdown. Wrong sport there, bud. Either way, this to make it an 11-point game. Graham Gano. Snap. Spot. Kick his way. It's all good. Yeah, Richardson. From the gun again. Throw across the middle. Intercepted. And JJ, you've got to get in front of this thing. You've got to get in front of Deion Jones. He just doesn't do it. He tries to get a hand in there. It doesn't. Oh, my goodness. So 4th pick today against the Bucs. We'll have a empty setback. Throws caught is the tight end. Levis throw to the right side. Complete. For 6. Throws again. Wide open. Godwin. Godwin will score. He will score. So Chris Godwin again, and Tampa Bay is kind of running away with this thing now. Will Levis. Tom Brady reincarnated. Snap, spot, kick. It's all good. Oh boy. Joey Sly, you need to get points. You need to get a 3 anyway. Kick is away. Angles in perfectly. So that will be about a 51-yarder-ish, maybe 47. I forgot what it was on the call, but 29-44 to the outside. Godwin in the slot. They bring in the wide receivers. Levis looking. Flushed throws. Intercepted. Murphy Bunting will take that. So just north of the 4th quarter, like I said, Murphy Bunting does a dance near near the Bucs sideline. So Levis makes his 2nd mistake in this one. And now this gives the ball back to the Vikings.
Let's go now.
Just north of the 4th quarter, north of the 50. There's a run to Dalvin. Dalvin will cut back inside, giving him 3 for that one. Now, if you're Minnesota, you have to be careful. You cannot do anything to jeopardize this opportunity. Richardson from the gun gets the snap, and JJ stopped. My God. JJ stopped in his route, causing Deion Jones to get his 3rd pick of the day, and right on cue. Right on cue, they jeopardized the opportunity. So, what happened? Let's look at JJ, please. Thank you. He kind of stumbled here. Maybe ran into, maybe ran into the leg there. Who knows? Either way, he's supposed to be in a spot on the field. He wasn't. Sam Laporta was there. My goodness. And how do you not stay on that guy? Who is Tillman anyway? Who? Big run Fournette up the middle. The fumble! He fumbled it. Lewis Cine on the recovery. Jordan Hicks causes a fumble. And that is just what this team needed. Fournette finally coughs it up. So Lewis Cine, he just misjudged the jump over Fournette. If he doesn't misjudge the jump, he's gone. Richardson. Flushed. Heaves it. JJ drops it. No flags. But no, that's Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson drops it with no flags. They're waiting for a flag to come out late. It's not going to happen. So 4th and 9 from the 20. And Minnesota rushes the offense back out there. Minnesota's going for this ball. They're going for this ball. They're going for this ball. Isaiah Hodgins in the slot. Gets the snap. Throws. It's Isaiah Hodgins, first down, Minnesota. I don't know if it's not trusting the arm, and Richardson is approaching 55 throws on the day. Gets the snap. Throws it. Caught Sam Laporta, first down. My goodness. The rookie having a day here today. And he'll bring Dalvin from right to left. Richardson gets the snap. Has a man left side. It's JJ again. Just going up for these 50-50s, and he's not coming down with them. Gotta come down with them, dude. Just got to. So here we go. Richardson shotgun gets the snap. Got a man. It's Sam Laporta. He goes up for the 50-50s, and he's going to bring him in. My goodness. So the rookie Laporta. I told you guys earlier in the broadcast that these guys threw to each other in the off season. Or in the off week. There was a flag. Hold on. I'll return. And it's roughing the passer again, and these fans are booing. They are throwing stuff onto the field. They are not happy. But
Automatic first down.
there you go. And back to my previous point. In the off week, the bye week, these two have thrown to each other a lot. So Sam Laporta and Anthony Richardson is Dalvin Cook trying to shed a tackle. He won't. He'll get up 140 on his day. So these guys have chemistry that is unmatched here in the NFL. Richardson talking to the offensive line. Gets the snap. He's going to throw it out of bounds for JJ. Just didn't see what he wanted. JJ in the area, rather. So second and goal. Give us to Cook. Cook fighting, clawing, scratching down to the 1. So now what do you do if you're the Vikings? Now what do you do? I formation for Minnesota. This is definitely two down territory. You have 2 chances to knock it in. Richardson, QB sneak, it's in. So Richardson with his second rushing touchdown of the game, of the year rather, and he brings this thing within a touchdown and 2-point conversion now. Reaches over the line, good. And they're going to go for 2. They're going to keep the offense out there. Let's go, 35-44. Just don't throw. Oh, man. I am nervous right now, guys. Dalvin Cook sent out as a wide receiver uncovered in the slot left side. Gets the snap. Middle. Laporta. It's good. He caught it in bounds, and now we have a 7-point game. Caught it, not in bounds, obviously in bounds, but caught it across the line. Yeah, it's close. We can't get an overhead shot. They are reviewing it. And it is confirmed. A 2-point conversion and a touchdown for Minnesota on that drive. Now down 7. Joey Sly, kick is away. Should be a touchback, and it is. So defense. One final stop. Mike Evans, 156 on the day after 8 catches and a touchdown. So we have to, please, defense. Please get a stop. Please, defense. Let's not get a penalty here. Levis out of the gun. Gets the snap. And he's bull rushed. Danielle Hunter with a sack. That's a good start. Second sack for Danielle. He won't be on the team next season unless they franchise tag him. And look at him fighting against Wilson there. And he gets the sack on Levis. So great coverage down the field. Great pass rush. That is the key for a sack. That is a recipe, I mean. Will Levis out of the shotgun now. Minnesota. 3-4. It's a screen. They will get some of that yardage back. Only 3, though. And here we go. Biggest play of the game for Minnesota. They're going to drop Zadarius Smith in coverage left side. He's coming back up to the line. He's going to stay in coverage. Levis flushed. Levis forced to go down and no flag. That'll be a punt. So Minnesota in a position. Camarada with the punt. Wong Wu steps back. Near the 25, that is where he'll corral it, and ooh, no blocks given. He'll get up to the 33. This is where Dalvin Cook shines because this defense is so tired. So here we go. Richardson. Shotgun give to Dalvin, and what did I just say? Dalvin Cook shedding 3 tacklers down to the 29. 185 yards for Dalvin, the number 1 running back in the NFL entering play today. And my heavens, we've said it. I do believe it was after the Green Bay game. Just a guy who has been so healthy for this season, something that Minnesota hasn't had in a couple of these franchises, so that's very good to hear. I'm going to knock on wood here in the booth because, my goodness, if he gets injured, it's probably over for the running backs. From the gun, I mean, we got Wongwu, but he's kind of unproven here. Hasn't really had too much going on this season, so now Minnesota's just running the ball. They're just running the ball here. So they got a decision to make. If they score, or when they score, because you got to believe they will. Dalvin Cook, tackled by Vita Vea. Do they go for 2, go for the win, or do they go for the tie? It's now it's 3rd and 5. Here we go, Minnesota. For the first time this drive, Richardson. Yep, gets the snap. He'll throw, middle, caught. And Thielen will just go down. Very, very good play there. Thielen, I do believe, his 12th catch of the game. And he's just been dotting them up. Big gains after big gains. That is 12 receptions, 97 on the day. So 5:06 left to go. Richardson waiting. It's the snap. It is a give. Dalvin, now they're scheming. So you might have to switch things up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just play your game, Minnesota, please. 37-44, 4:44 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's the 4-4-4-4-4-4 deal. Jefferson man in motion. It is that end around that doesn't seem to work outside of the red zone. He does get down to the 17, so technically in the red zone, but my goodness, Skinner on the tackle. Here we go. Richardson sends Dalvin Cook wide receiver left. 3rd and 11, gets the snap. Obvious. And he'll fumble the ball and he'll give it up. Oh no. Tried to throw it away. He holds his head down. He knows what happened. Oh. Just as he was about ready to throw it away. Not down. Ball comes out. Minnesota maybe have taken too much time off the clock for this to come back here. At 3 timeouts if you're Minnesota. You get a stop here. You still have a chance. Knock them out of field goal range. 2:32 left to go and counting. 3 seconds on the play clock. Levis, shotgun, gets the snap. Looks left. Flush throws. Not going to get. Now this is a decision here. They're going to go for it to make it a 10-point game. They're going to go for the field goal, rather. 10-point game here. This to seal the deal. It's good. It goes wide right. Minnesota has another opportunity. A miss by Graham Gano, wide right. Oh, it just barely had the distance. So now if Minnesota loses, it is all on them. The Buccaneers have done everything in their power to keep us in this one. Oh my heavens, are you kidding me? Richardson needs to get a good playoff here. Trying to draw him into a couple different formations or a couple different bad play calls. Richardson, play broke down. He gets a block from Laporta, and these two are just so good together. Richardson with a block from Laporta. 2:12 left to go. So Laporta and Richardson, has been the theme of the game here today. So they got a guy over top, Thielen. Richardson from the gun. Gets the snap. And fumbles again. That's it. It's over. And Barrett will bring it back. And how can you be so soft if you're Anthony Richardson? How could you be so soft? How could you be so soft? Wrap that thing up. This to make it 51-37. And it's good. So a 2-score game now. Out of reach after the defense gives it the ball back with really a good situation. Now you got to go the length of the field to make it look better on paper. Pending any weirdness, this game is over. Richardson. Out of the empty setback, gets the snap. Going to take off, gets tackled, and another fumble. Minnesota will hold on to it, get back on it. So 3 fumbles in the last couple plays. I mean, the play broke down. Richardson tried to leave the pocket. They're going to review it.
The previous play is under review.
Finally get a review under 2 minutes. And he was down, so 1 will be taken off at least, making it look a little better. He's down, ball comes out. Now, things have been weird here in Buccaneers territory, so we'll see if they want to bring us back a couple of yards.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Ruling on the field is reversed, just like we all knew it would be. Fumbleville, yes. So, Tampa Bay has turned into Fumbleville here tonight. Richardson from the gun gets the snap. Looking, throwing it, out of bounds. So, launching it. And for Richardson, that is his 66th thrown pass here this evening. My goodness, it's got to be an NFL record. So the defense chance will come out for the Bucs. Richardson from the gun, trying to get something to work. Weird snap corral, throws. Caught Laporta, but there is a flag. And this one's coming back. No! It's a roughing the passer again. Oh, Nelly. Shaquille Barrett with his second, I do believe.
Automatic first down.
And it's an automatic first down. So Minnesota being helped out a lot by these roughing the passer calls. Richardson looking out left. Gets the snap. Throws. Overthrowing Laporta in double coverage, and my goodness, here we go. So, oh my heavens, Richardson, shotgun. It's a quick pump. Throws out of a sack, and it's JJ down to the 9. They take a timeout. The 50-50 ball's now going to JJ, and he finally gets one down to the 9. So, oh, Minnesota. Well, it looks like the Vikings are folding under the pressure. Yeah, it looks like they're doing something. I don't know what that is, but here we go. Richardson. Snap corralled. He gets flushed. Throws back end zone. JJ keeps the streak alive, and we get a gritty down in Tampa Bay. That doesn't make any sense, but it's the only thing I could think of. And here we go. 1:10 left to go. This game is not over yet. JJ with a gritty. 1 touchdown in every game this season, and with a missile. They're going to go for 2. Why wouldn't you? Under center is Richardson. Toss up. Caught. JJ. Did he drop it? I think he dropped it. I think he dropped it. No signal. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. And my goodness. What happened? Oh, dropped it on the way down to the ground. Untouched. Oh, no. So that makes it a little bit more interesting here. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Minnesota, 2 timeouts. And it's not looking good for the Vikings, but at least they have a shot. And if there's anything that we can take away from this game, it is the turnovers. My goodness. We'll get into everything Minnesota Vikings. Week number 9, pending any weirdness here momentarily. 1:10 left to go. Big stop for the Vikings. They'll take their first of 2. Apparently no onside kick there. We tend not to see any onside kicks recovered by the kicking team here in this franchise, and Fournette will get stopped again. Minnesota takes their final. So 1:01 left to go, 3rd and 3. Here we go. Very, very important not to overcommit. They're bringing Lewis Seen down. He's trying to guess the snap count. He does. And a big stop on 3rd down. They will wear the clock down to about 10 seconds. Or down to 19, maybe around 20. But Minnesota will get an opportunity. Don't run into the punter. Ooh, no flag. Wangwu gains the edge. Oh, he goes down. Okay, so Wangwu goes down. 16 seconds on the clock. Oh, we ran into the punter there. We got lucky. So JJ and company will have another opportunity. So here we go. 16 seconds. Just throws it up for JJ. Incomplete. Dalvin Cook almost caught it. If he catches that, that's a touch. 100% that's a touchdown. So now they're playing deep. Just trying to make it look good on paper are the Vikings. Richardson gets the snap. As a man, caught out of bounds. Tyler Johnson, 5 seconds. That play took almost 10 seconds. Long play there. So here we go. A Tampa Bay miracle. No JJ. Weird snap corralled. As a man, Hodgins, and that'll be the end of it. Had a man, just underthrew him. Isaiah Hodgins, right side, had a step, just underthrown. So a very, very close game. All things considered, unfortunate loss indeed. Both teams making some mistakes. But as you can see, 3 fumbles and 3 picks by Anthony Richardson, the difference maker here this evening. And Minnesota will fall to 5-3. If I'm not mistaken. So we're going to get into these player stats. Not team stats, thank you. Actually, I do want team stats. Because we can go over to player stats from team stats, mistakenly going into the wrong stats. Anthony Richardson ends the game with a 61.2 QB rating. He was 40 of 73. Got to be an NFL record. That is 54% completion percentage for those of you that didn't know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. Give Anthony Richardson a day off. His right arm is going to be sore tomorrow. 416 yards of passing, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Also had 3 fumbles. Rushing, Dalvin Cook. 37 carries, 190. Full day for him, 5 broken tackles. Anthony Richardson, 6 carries, 36 yards, a touchdown, and 2 fumbles, rather. Sorry, my bad. 35 yards, rather. JJ 2 for 11 off the end round. Receiving, Adam Thielen. So if you had him on your fantasy football team, I know somebody that chatted into the Vikings fan line did. He paid dividends today. 12 catches, 97 yards, no touchdown though, but you'll get at least 12 points in a PPR league. There you go. JJ, 9 catches, 132 and a touchdown, keeping the streak alive. Touchdown in every game this season. Sam Laporte to the rookie, 7 catches, 52 yards and a touchdown in his first start. As Hawkinson departs from the Vikings. Tyler Johnson, big on 2nd and 3rd downs here this evening. 7 for 97 and a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 4 for 24 and a touchdown. And Isaiah Hodgins' first catch in the NFL, as far as we know, 1 for 14. Nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense and look at total tackles. And it's Eric Kendricks back in the lead here. 13 for him, 10 for Seen, 8 for Dantzler and Hicks, 7 for Smith, 6 for Ricks and Hunter, Murphy, Bunting, McCoy. Eric McCoy. Okay. Zadarius, Jaquelin Roy, Josh Metellus each with 3. Harrison Phillips, Sam Laporta, DJ Wanham, Anthony Richardson getting a tackle as well. My goodness. Daniil Hunter, 4 tackles for a loss. Jaquelin Roy, Eric Hendricks, each having 1. 2 sacks by the Vikings defense here this evening by Daniil Hunter. Interceptions, we have 3. Tanner Muse with his first in purple. I think first in the NFL. We will fact check, of course, after the game. Sean Murphy-Bunting with 1. Danzler with 1. Trending towards the top. I do believe he's number 3 in the NFL. Fact check that. Fact check that as well. Pass deflections, 2 by Cameron Danzler, 1 by Murphy-Bunting and Eli Ricks. We had 1 forced fumble by Jordan Hicks, recovered by Lewis Seen. Felt like we had more. Maybe that was Anthony Richardson. No blocks, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns for your Minnesota Vikings here this evening. Joey Sly, the Sly guy, 3 for 3, longest 51, 2 for 2 on extra points. Hunter Nice Wonder, 2 for 102, netting 81. And Wongwu, 5 kick returns for 107, longest of 24. 2 punt returns, 14 yards, longest of 8. Minnesota coming down the stretch, the defense looked a lot better than in the first half. They played shut down the last 2 drives, maybe the last 2.5, giving Minnesota an opportunity, and it was just squandered by 2 fumbles by Anthony Richardson off of big sacks. They had Isaiah Hodgins there at the end of the game with a step on his man. Anthony Richardson, despite having a 94 out of 100 throwing power rated by the NFL, could not get it there, and Minnesota will fall 51-43. They made it interesting there the last couple minutes. No, you could argue about the no onside kick. It does not tend to work here in the NFL because these hands crews are so good. Anyway, the proceeding was a presentation of the NFL and the SSN, and a rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcasts is prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, and any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you just a moment. My voice is cracking. Ouchie. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. First off, before we forget, I said I would, and let's fact check a couple things. We did have a tight end touchdown by Sam Laporta. I was correct, his first in the NFL. Very nice. And then we had a interception from a defensive player named Tanner Muse. I claimed it was his first in the NFL. And I was correct. Randy Replay does know things, okay? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I know there's a caveat. I said first of his career. Can we go career stats, please? Thank you. And I was correct. Randy Replay knows what's up. To be fair, he's only played for one other team, that being Seattle, in his 3-year tenure in the NFL. So a storyline coming out of the weekend, as it is now week number 10 in the NFL. The refs. We need to talk about the refs. They were flag heavy on roughing the passer, with over 13 flags being thrown in the Falcons game, the Bills game, and the Vikings game alone. All in all, 45 roughing the passer calls were called in last week's slate of games. What is happening with these refs? I mean, do they know what roughing the passer is? Hopefully it gets better. I know it helped us out a lot, getting almost 100 yards in defensive yardage, but my goodness, do these guys know what they're doing? They got to be sent to a class. I mean, the one time he put his hand on Anthony Richardson's hip. Now, I'll take a penalty. Don't get me wrong. I'll take the 15. But my goodness. What the heck is going on around here? Don't breathe on the QB if he doesn't have the ball. Yes. Even if he doesn't have the ball, they'll probably still call it, as Vikings fan line shares Randy Replay's affection for beating down on the refs. But another storyline in this franchise, 2 weeks removed from a trade, TJ Hawkinson goes against his old team. With his old team. Isn't that crazy? And his old teamception here in week number 10 as Minnesota will travel to the Motor City Kitty litter box of Ford Field in Detroit and go against the 2-6 Lions, who are bottom of the division. And something we're going to track here that is very, very important to Randy Replay, at least, and it should be for all of you. We're going to track Minnesota's number one selections. So, of course, it has shown some movement. Cleveland must have lost, as we now have 27, 29, and 32 from 27, 30, and 32. So, of course, Minnesota's open to trading out of the 27th spot to get some later rounds. Apparently, they have to draft a kicker because Joey Sly has denied the first offer made to him, and we will check up on Danielle Hunter. He's denied 2 offers. Joey Sly does not want to be here. He denied the initial offer of 2 years, $696. Nicewander is available to renegotiate towards the end of the year, and you don't want to lose Troy Dye. He's been such a focal point of your defense. Once Danielle Hunter, once the season is wrapped up and whatever they want to do with him, that $54 million will come back to the Vikings in their cap space. So the Vikings will have $60 million coming back after they decide what to do with Danielle Hunter, whether they're going to withdraw and let him test free agency. He wants to be here, but he just didn't want to sign the offer, the 3-year, $55 million. Keeping him here until he's 31. So they have a decision to make. Do you want to spend the rest of your cap space and just build through the draft? Or, because you're going to have to draft a kicker, and taking a kicker this season in the 3rd round is not the answer. So maybe you trade out of one of those 3rd round picks and get a 5, 6, or a 7, or maybe even just a 7 and take an undrafted rookie kicker. Slap the old TK1 bar on him and have him go to town on the rest of the NFL. Well, that's going to do it here. Once again, your Minnesota Vikings fall for the 2nd straight loss before and after the bye week to the Packers and after to the Buccaneers, 51-43, and are now 5-3 on the season. Still in talks for the first overall seed, but I mean, you got to win some of these games coming up. So we are away at Detroit against the Lions in the litter box. And then Fan Appreciation Week, Week 11, Minnesota Vikings will be wearing their all-purple jerseys. Discounts on concessions, merchandise. There will be roaming vendors with giveaways. There's all sorts of fun stuff for the kids 3 hours prior to the game. And it's going to be a good time. Tickets still available, Vikings.com/tickets. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you. Wait for it. In the next one.